You can catch me on the TV show The Blacklist on NBC. It airs January 3rd. It's season 6, episode 1.
Maker! I need Mr. Charles Maker to stand up! Charles Maker!
It's a disgrace, that's what it is. You have a young mother on the ground, her child is terrified. What the hell's wrong with you?
And you guys, they released like the first 5 minutes of the episode, so I'm going to put the link below. You can check it out. You will see me in there, and I'll just give you a quick little backstory to it so you can get like a feel of behind the scenes a little bit. Basically, I auditioned for this role in October, and this was probably like the second role that I had to audition for where there weren't any lines, and so I was like, huh, why would you need to do that? But I can understand, like now when I like look at the script and I look at things, I can see like, you know, there's some certain characteristics there that, you know, is needed, and you know, you don't want to, I guess, just pull anybody from the background from it, because that's kind of what I was thinking, right? Like, oh, that's seems like it would be more featured or something. I don't know, but I got a co-star credit for it, so I'm very happy about that. Audition in October. I found out a few days later that I had booked it. I thought that I didn't book it because some of the things that I've either been pinned for, on hold for, or actually booked before, I found out like immediately, like within 24 hours almost, like what was going on. And with this, it didn't happen that way. It took like, you know, days later. So I was thinking I didn't book it, and then, you know, I got the call from my manager, and yay, I was excited about that. You know, I had to do my fitting like ASAP, then we shot it ASAP, and then here it is. It's airing here in January. So I would love for you to check it out, and of course, if you have anything that you would like to celebrate, go ahead and put it in the comment section below so we can celebrate together as a community. And I'm really hoping that 2019 is filled with many auditions and bookings this year for you. I can tell you, for me personally, I am going to be focusing a lot on my finances. Now, you already know, if you don't have a roof over your head, you don't have food on the table, it's very difficult to audition. Like the stories that we hear about actors sleeping in homeless shelters and in their cars, like that stuff is real. Like Tyler Perry had that story. Halle Berry, I think she did an interview with someone, maybe Oprah, I can't remember, but saying that she had to stay in a shelter, I think when she was here in New York for a little bit. Tiffany Haddish was in her car. I've actually met some actors as well. I had no idea that they ended up staying in a shelter for a while. So I'm focusing on finances a lot for 2019. As much as I love acting, you know, you book something now, get paid for it now, and then, you know, unless it's like a big type of role that could hold you over for a long time, it's very hard to make it. And then it's like, I'm here in New York. I'm in one of the most expensive cities in the world, trying to make it as an actor. Like when you audition, you don't get paid to audition. You only get paid if you book. That can be very, very, very time consuming. I know towards the beginning of this year, I was spending like, you know, when I consider in remembering my lines, going over the scene, trying to tape it, or actually going to a location to audition. Like I was, you know, spending like 15 hours every week just auditioning, and I wasn't booking anything. And like that's cutting into, you know, money that you need to survive. But anyway, all that's to say, this is my journey, right? You all have your journey too, but I'm just sharing mine with you. And 2019, if it works out, great. But if not, guess what? I need to make sure I have a roof over my head and food on my table. So I'm still believing great things are gonna happen regardless. But this is where my focus will be a little bit more this year. Make sure you catch me on NBC The Blacklist. You can go ahead and check out the sneak peek of it. And I'm wishing you a great 2019, a great 2019.